Everybody tells you to buy rental properties to build wealth. But what if I told you there's a way to invest in real estate, collect passive income every single month, and never deal with a broken toilet, a late tenant, or a down payment? Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which one, REITs or rental properties, actually puts more money in your pocket in 2026. Opening square bracket. Before we dive into the numbers, let me break this down real quick so everyone's on the same page. A rental property is exactly what it sounds like. You buy a house or apartment, you rent it out, and the rent pays your mortgage, ideally with cash flow left over. A REIT, real estate investment trust, is a company that owns real estate. You buy shares of that company, just like buying stock, and they pay you dividends from the rental income they collect. Both are real estate, both pay you. The difference? Everything else. Let's get into it. Round 1, cash needed to start. Rental property? In most US markets you're looking at $20,000 to $50,000 minimum just for the down payment. And that's before repairs, closing costs, or anything goes wrong. REITs? You can start with $10. Seriously, apps like Fidelity, Schwab, or even your Robinhood account let you buy into a REIT with almost nothing. Round 2, cash flow and returns. Here's where rental properties fight back. A well-managed rental in a growing market can cash flow $500 to $1,500 per month per property. And as rents rise over time, so does your income. The best REITs are paying dividend yields between 4% and 8% annually right now. On a $10,000 investment? That's $400 to $800 a year, or $33 to $67 a month. For big returns, you need big money in REITs. Rental properties can accelerate wealth faster if you have the capital and can handle the management side. Round 3, passive income. Is it really passive? This is the one nobody talks about honestly. Rental properties are not passive. You're dealing with tenants, repairs, property managers, vacancies. Even with a property manager taking 8 to 10% of rent, you're still involved. REITs? You literally do nothing after you buy. The company manages everything. Your dividend hits your account automatically. If true passive income is the goal, REITs win this round, no contest. Pattern interrupt. But wait, here's the strategy nobody's combining. The smart play: use both. The smartest real estate investors I've studied don't choose one or the other. They use REITs to start building income now with whatever money they have, and they use that REIT income to save toward a down payment on their first rental. That's the wet me not approach. Don't get soaked by putting all your eggs in one basket. Diversify, automate, and let your money work in multiple lanes at once. So which is better in 2026? REITs for accessibility and true passive income. Rental properties for long-term wealth building. And both together for the best of everything. If this made real estate click for you, hit subscribe. Drop a comment.